Ryan Garcia. There was an article I read or in a video I seen with Teddy Atlas. He mentioned how Ryan Garcia is going to be the future star of boxing in the future. He's going to be the biggest cash cow of boxing. Knowing that you've been in the game for such a long time, your insight is very key to the sport of boxing. I wanted to know, do you agree with that statement, or do you feel like somebody else could be the cash cow in the upcoming years?
I think that he has the platform to become that, but
got you.
He's not going to be that if he can't get past these fighters. You still gotta win. I mean, he has to beat Tank. He's not just going to become a star just because he fought Tank.
Got you.
But I mean, he has the platform better than anyone out there right now because of his following. He has a huge following, and that makes you into a star. I mean, he's a good-looking kid. He's basically they're making him into the next De La Hoya. Okay,
go ahead. Yeah, I was gonna say, you made a great point, because even yesterday I had the honor to talk to Shakur on the phone. I asked him about the same thing that I was asking you, and he told me that, fighting Ryan Garcia, he said he doesn't disagree with Teddy Atlas' comments about that. He said that beating Ryan Garcia will make him into a star because of his following. So basically, beating him under his expense, all the following will recognize who Shakur is, and he'll get all those following, and then that'll help him become a bigger star, let's say, on social media as well.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. And then in regards to just the 35 and 40, right? Right now we have Tank, we have Devin Haney, we have Teofimo Lopez. Knowing that all three of them eventually could jump up to 140, they're big guys for 135. Who do you think will make the easier transition and have more success at 140? When they get in the ring with the likes of Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez. You also got Regis Prograis. Of those three names, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Tank, because they are, they're big guys at 35.
Well, unfortunately, the three names that you said, I don't even know them. That goes to show you how hot the other division is below them. I mean, I don't even know anybody at 140 pounds.
Okay.
So I mean, I can't really judge it. I can't really judge who would, but I mean, right now, I think that Teofimo has the momentum behind him more than anyone.
There you go.
And he's been doing everything that basically his dad said. His dad right now is looking like a prophet. And I mean, he's a very, very likable kid, good-looking kid, and I think that if Garcia don't step up and take that spotlight like he should, or like he could if he wins, showing this to the public and on social media, it don't mean nothing in the ring. You got to do it in the ring, But don't get me wrong. I mean, he's a very good fighter as well. But out of all of those guys that we're talking about, I think that he's the weakest link.
Okay. And we're talking about Teofimo Lopez right now. Knowing that he's very young, right? And Top Rank looks like they're going to put him in with Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a great fighter. He's a great champion. A lot of people have him in their pound for pound rankings. My question to you is, what is the impact of Teofimo Lopez's career at such a young age if he does lose to a Lomachenko? Because there's a lot of times where a lot of fighters take a loss and can never bounce back from a loss. And if he wins, should people put him in the pound for pound rankings if he beats Lomachenko?
Definitely. He should probably shoot at least at number 2, I would say.
Okay.
Because, don't get me wrong. And he's been improving. Lomachenko hasn't been looking spectacular like he has been, in the beginning. So, and if that fight was made, I would give Teofimo a great chance of winning.
How do you think Teofimo beat somebody like Lomachenko?
No, he's a good puncher. He's got good hand speed. I just think that he had to, he's got to kind of like box a little bit. I think he has to box Lomachenko a little bit to force Lomachenko to come forward. Because if he just chases Lomachenko, it's going to be a rough night for him.
Okay.
So he's going to have to let Lomachenko get brave and take chances as well.
There you go.
But I think it'll be a great fight unless Lomachenko just decides that I'm going to dance around the ring. Not saying that he's going to run. I'm just saying that because he's a great fighter that has great foot movement.
There you go.
That's his best asset. But I just think that, like I said, these last couple of fights, he's looked ordinary.
There you go. As a fight fan, do you feel kind of like upset and disappointed that, the last 3 years, everybody was talking about the big fight at 35 between Lomachenko, Mikey Garcia. Mikey went on to do different things. He's moving up 40 to 47. Loma moved up from 30 to 35. Is there still a sour taste for the boxing fans knowing that fight could have happened 2-3 years ago and that fight might never happen in their lifetime?
Well, to me, it's not really. I don't have a sour taste about it because I think Mikey did exactly what he's supposed to do for a guy who wants to take care of his family. He went out there and got the biggest payday possible. And the one thing about it is that even though I don't think he really came to fight, he came to survive. And basically, I think he came just to get that paycheck, just to secure himself. But the fact that he didn't get knocked out by Spence keeps him relevant. But he didn't come to fight. He came to survive.
And survive. Interesting. There was other fights, there's going to be made. They're talking about how if, but when this is all over, depending the longevity of this pandemic, it seems like Saunders and Canelo might not even happen, and Canelo might jump in straight to Triple G, the trilogy. Do you want to see that fight personally? Because is there something new we could learn from a trilogy, from Canelo and Triple G? And if not, who would you like to see Canelo, fight if it's not a Triple G?
I don't necessarily think that fight needs to happen again. I'm gonna be honest. I do think that Canelo beat him both fights. But Saunders, he did that to himself. He's a fool. If he has coronavirus or if he didn't, he shouldn't have, did it in that way. He made a mockery of everything. And so he lost. Everybody's in line to fight Canelo. Yeah. And he's the number one guy ready to get that fight. If it does, all this stuff clears. But he did that to himself. He don't deserve it.
Interesting. There were, I was talking to Willie too yesterday, and I was telling him what he thinks about it. He told me that for that fight to happen, people will only want to watch it because they will want to see Canelo knock out Triple G for respect. Because I think he thinks that people aren't respecting Canelo until he gets the knockout for against Triple G. Do you think that's what ultimately needs to happen?
Say that this guy won. This guy, and like a lot of people said in the first fight that they thought Triple G won. And that's why the second fight happened. But even in the second fight, some people said that they thought Triple G won.
Yeah.
So, that's a reason for the fight to still happen.